Hello all, I am Rex Thomas. Welcome to my first ever talk video on the global changes and things which that make a difference in today's uncertain transformations. Yes, I would say transformations. Today, the global human society under the threat. We are living under the shadow of fear and uncertainty. The uncertainty created by the COVID-19, or rather called coronavirus outrage. The outrage has silenced the human aspirations to a great extent. So why we have to think about this particular occasion, why we have to stop it, why we have to think about the global crisis at this point of time? Because there are a few areas we have to think about this particular crisis happening. It is havocing every part of the society. Don't we have any other way, I'm the common man, I'm asking the same question, that can we stop it? The current answer from this world is somehow not possible. So is it possible in the human society in the coming days as well? Well, there are no clear answers from any part of the world. So this creates a lot of uncertainty in the minds of the people, including I. We have studied many occasions, we have studied from many people, we have many news channels, we have everything, every source of information in this world we have, but at the same time, what is not sure today is what's next. So in this uncertain future, I'm talking about something which is extremely important. In today's society, we have to consider these various aspects because we are in real danger. I would say the present and the clear danger before us, how to tackle the global threat by the invisible virus we call corona or COVID-19, whatever you call. This is a cleansing time to the society. We divided the nations, the world, the earth into multiple pieces. We have made nations, we have made states, we have made continents, we have made everything possible in this world, except one thing. We are missing humanity in today's society. In today's life, we are missing the connecting material. The fabric of humanity is wholly missing. What is that reason? Who has created this? Who has broken the link of humanity? Well, in this show, I would like to discuss a few issues about the areas by which it happened. So I would like to start with the first and the foremost. Global society looks at the top countries outside the rich nations of this world. They are affluent, they have developed, according to them, they pile upon thousands of nuclear bombs, hydrogen bombs. They claim themselves, I'm talking about the most developed nation in this world, that's called the United States of America. USA has claimed itself that we could destroy Earth over 20 times. That means they have accumulated that much weapon to destroy the human society. What a pride. What a pride, what an achievement the nation has created. Telling the world that they can destroy the whole society, human society, the basic of human civilization that we are living in the society. They could destroy this world into multiple times, over 20 times. This was spoken many years ago. Today it could be 50 times this world they could destroy. My question is it an achievement? Is it called an achievement of scientific society, or this societal achievement, or it is nation's pride? They are pride on this particular thing that they could destroy the whole world. Well, if they could destroy this world, they have become the richest country in this world. They are the giant in the 21st century. Only one USA is sitting on 9,000 nuclear bombs and many hundreds of hydrogen bombs. Exactly 6 hydrogen bombs can destroy the whole lifespan on Earth. So how many times they could destroy? They have developed everything to destroy this Earth, world, humanity, society, everything. No animal is spared, no human is spared, nothing is spared. In this crisis, the country has achieved another height of the maximum number of coronavirus attack. Over 300,000 people over that have been affected. I feel extremely sad. I feel I can help. I feel I can go outside. I'm inside within the confinement of my family. I can go outside. You can go outside. Then why this particular crisis? How this has become a crisis? I'll tell you clearly. Human society has developed to that extent that it could destroy the world, but it has forgotten one thing: it did not have the cure to stop the arrogance of the people. These countries are quite arrogant. These countries do not obey anyone, do not listen to anyone. Rather, they dictate on other nations that you have to do what we are telling you, we are talking to you, that you have to do that what we are telling you. That is not good. This is something which is egoistic, because today we are finding the whole society in the group of Corona. Corona is secular. It has no place, it has no state, it has no country, it has no US, it has no Russia, it has no China, it has nothing. It's just spreading. Spreading in this region, but at the same time, I'm finding one more thing, this finding. The country has developed so many weapons to destroy the world. If you calculate all put together, I would say one Russia has created almost 12,000, I would say, nuclear bombs. It has the stockpile. USA has almost 9,000, put together almost 21,000. Other countries also have many. So I would say approximately 22,000 to 23,000 nuclear bombs we are piling up on this earth. If you calculate that money, it will be in how many trillions? Do we have to prepare? We have to make such a situation that we have to sit on burning bombs or burning lava, I'm talking the same way, volcanoes, nuclear volcanoes. It can create volcanoes in this world. Nuclear volcano, human life, any kind of life on earth is impossible of that if you destroy all these weapons, if you destroy the human society. Why did we make it? I would ask, why did USA make it? Arrogance. It is a clear-cut case of arrogance. USA alone has the maximum number of war that has proclaimed itself. It is a decline against countries in this world to dictate its norms. It wanted to discipline the world and part with their intelligence or expectations. And that cannot be accepted by any other nation in this world. You cannot dictate any nation. We have our own sovereignty, our own ability, we have our own capability. And I'm standing next to my country. India took the charge quite exemplary, I would say commendable work. People are there not to obey that way. People are there who are still spitting outside and they do not obey. That is, it is an alarming thing. At the same time, this nation has control. It's a great nation, I would say, today I would have to say, because it's almost 1.3 plus billion population. It is second next to China. Has controlled its outbreak to a great extent. But our authorities, the global giants, are reeling under extreme pressure of Corona. We are too. I'm not saying we have escaped or we are completely safe. No. My concept is why this outbreak has become such a global issue, because it is creating a huge impact on the global living, economy, lifestyle, society. A very part of the very walk of life is affected. But USA is planning to go to the moon, USA planning to go to the Mars, USA planning to go to, I don't know what they're planning to do. They go to the intersolar system, they plan to go to the core of the sun, they plan to go to any part. But these are the things which the country did not expect that would happen. Why do we need a third world war? If somebody can propagate any kind of virus like this chemical weapon, those who are absolutely inhuman nations that could, for their egoistic, arrogant behavior, or maybe to achieve something which is what they want, the thrift, they could destroy this whole world. Are they called human world? Are they included in this human world? Can we include them? We have to stand against them. We have to stand together in our nation. We have to tell the world we can live without their support. What I'm telling in this particular show, in the particular speech, in the particular small episode, I would say, India have to realize what India is capable of. India is capable of hundreds of things that we have not even achieved yet. India can do those things which they have never done before. India is responsible. India have, because many rich nations in this world, they have become rich because of India. But India have not become rich yet. Reason, it's not one or two reasons. I don't want to go back to history because my forthcoming sessions will just explain many aspects of this, why it happened, what happened. Today, my primary concept is Corona can be stopped, where it can be stopped, and how it can be stopped. I have a clear answer for this. We can stop the day we stop our greed, arrogance, and our dictatorial behavior on other nations. I want to talk about the same. I want to talk about something else which you may know that where from it is originated, where it has been originated, what country, what was their primary motive. Could be understood later on. We can analyze. We have been listening, we have been reading through newspapers, and we have been listening everything through media. All of the sources we are getting that way. At the same time, this is not the way. We have to control. We have to put an end to this. It will go ahead. So what I would like to convey, the message of this particular talk is, we have achieved hundreds of things which can destroy the world, but we forgot to achieve a cure, a medicine to stop our arrogance. We do not have a medicine to cure human health. We have weapons to destroy the world, but we do not have a cure for that. This is, don't you think that is quite, I would say it is quite interesting, and it is actually quite unfortunate. This unfortunate crisis today we are facing, the global society has to together, stay together. It is stand by everything what the government speaks. There are many nations which still plan, there are many societies, there are many sections, there are many people who are still planning to find out the political, now mileage out of that, political game out of that. They're playing all the games. We should not let them win. We should not let these people, the divisive schisms, the society that try to divide our aspirations ahead for a brighter future. I'll tell the whole world this is not for only Indians, but I'm very happy. My country is with me. I'm with my country, the nations, the government that is providing almost whatever is possible. We cannot expect everything can be given by the government. We can't expect. Government can provide what things can be provided by it, but we cannot expect that government will provide everything because we have to take our own steps. We have to counter our own things. We have to find our own way to an extent as well. Because our primary duty is to support the government. That is not happening somehow. I'm finding this many parts it's not happening. But the people who are supporting it, I would say it's more than 80% in the society is supporting it. The divisive society is creating a lot of havoc. Don't they want to live in India? Don't think that is the human world? Don't they think that it's not for one country, one nation? They are not a part of that. Don't they eat the food which they prepare by this country? Don't they eat the society, the whatever the facilities we have? Aren't they using it? Why are they rising or surging up every part of society to create troubles, to create havoc in society living, to create disturbances in harmony? We have to find out this source right now, because they can move ahead. They can create huge crisis more than Corona. I am thinking this was the same thing in the future. Outside this kind of people, this kind of society can create many aspects of unbelievable, uncertain situations which we cannot even manage. We have to find it today. So I would like to convey a few more words. That is, we have to strive for our own survival. Human society can survive with the help of humanity alone. The globe is existing. The universe is existing because of not because of love. The universe is existing because of physics. There is interplanetary forces, gravitational forces, or all kind of forces. But we, human society, exist not because of not gravitational force. It is humanity. It's a love. It's a human bond. It's human emotions that ties together. We have to understand this fight of Corona COVID is not between you and I. It's not between two families, two countries. It is for the entire nation, entire world, entire continents, the human world, and the animals that are living with us. It's a threat to our human society. We have to find independence. It's a natural, I would say, it's a global threat to every part of the world. Almost 200 countries, it has been affected. badly. We have to find a solution. Stand together against this COVID. We can fight, we can win over it. Because it's just a bad time we are facing right now. We have to find a solution. We can find with a great heart, with your support. I'm always supporting, I'm always there to support in my ways, work from my home. I'm propagating my own ideas to the world the way I could, and I'm telling people, and those who ask me and find the best solution, please stay away from politics. No caste here. India is not Hindu, India is not Muslim, India is not Christian, India is not Sikh, Jain, or any other community today. It is just India. We are Indians, we are people of this country, we are citizens of this country. We will fight back. We will fight back to make our country, our world, I'm saying the same, say the country, this the global society, I'm saying. This is a final countdown to the independence of the globe. We have to find this independence. Until finding that, you and I strive to. We have to find the better tomorrows, the better sun, the better motivation finders. Till then,